The Clarity Act has officially been delayed until after the August recess. I don't think this is a delay, crypto kids. I unfortunately believe that this is a cancellation of the act overall. Thankfully, Bitcoin rallied into 65K. We're down again, but we're getting a Bollinger Band compression, which is similar to the level of compression seen in December of 25 that produced a dramatic move for BTC. Don't be frightened by the downward spiral we went into. Bollinger Bands do not determine direction of price, they determine magnitude. How severe is the move going to be? I will explain my thesis, relaying it with RSI on the weekly time frame, so stay tuned for that. Most importantly, for today's updates, we will cover the jobs report, which was released in the afternoon. With all due respect, the White House economic advisor, Kevin Hassett, said that the jobs report relieves the Fed from rate hike pressure. Now, I do not understand how that is the case at all. It's quite straightforward. The Fed has a dual mandate of keeping CPI at 2% and having maximum employment. How is full-time jobs seeing a reduction of 100,000 and the people leaving their full-time job going into taking multiple part-time jobs a mechanism for the Fed to not hike the rates when inflation is up and President Trump is stating we may have to send oil prices higher? No. I'll commentate on the full jobs reports. Clarity Act, Bitcoin price action. Michael Saylor released this AI video where he sounds British.
Good evening, shareholders. The market is pricing fear.
Trying to justify his selling pressure. There's so much that happened. President Trump spoke about crypto. We'll get through it all. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you enjoy our updates. I'm here every single day. I know it's boring. I know it's the bear market, but we'll get through it. It will be over soon. And the people who are sticking around in the most boring of times will get rewarded the most in the highest exciting of times. So subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and if you want to get incredible campaigns to help support your trading journey during these rough periods, then check out our partnered exchanges using the links down below. Where with BTCC, you can get a whopping $1,000 position airdrop by signing up, and it takes your email address and password, waiting 1 business day, and you should, if you fulfill the criteria, get your position airdrop into your account where you can trade, and all the profits you make will be for yours to keep. Lovex has a beautiful campaign also. It's a weekly campaign. Check out the Weeks link and Weeks as well. They're running up to a $30,000 bonus. That's the third link in the description down below. Let's commence with clarity, because there ain't no clarity. Senate delays Clarity Act votes until after August recess. Thune, the Senate Majority Leader who has the power of scheduling legislation votes, had promised that we get the votes this week, but for some reason that didn't happen, and now Senate is off for 5 weeks. When they come back, it's close to the period of the midterm elections, where senators run to be able to be senator for another 2 years, and in those 2 months, historically, legislative concentration goes out of the window, and they focus purely on getting re-elected. So I don't have the most of confidence here. The Democrats are expected to win and have a majority against the Republicans. Currently, the Republicans have a majority. The Democrats are the ones that don't want this bill to go through. Can you blame them? I mean, the crypto lobby did a huge funding to the administration's campaign. They are the ones who drafted the bill, and the president launched his own crypto projects, made profits from it. So if you look at it from their side, you can't blame them. But then you take a look at it from an objective angle. Every single sector and industry lobbies in the Senate and in Congress. They spend more so than the crypto industry, billions of dollars to get their objectives met. Nobody says anything then. The crypto industry knows most about crypto. If crypto companies are not drafting the bill, then who is? Senators? They have no idea about crypto. Okay, Senator Cynthia Lummis has, but who else understands crypto? So obviously, Elizabeth Warren's excuse of crypto legislation being written by the crypto industry is not good. Like, what? Nobody knows about crypto aside from the crypto industry. So of course they should help draft the bill. I get it. I get the politics behind it. The Democrats and the people who are Democrats don't really, they're not so happy with the developments over the previous 1.5 year. So if Democrats want to get reelected, supporting the Clarity Act could make them lose votes in their constituency. I'm just not so optimistic. What has the result been? Well, Bitcoin pumped. Bitcoin doesn't need the Clarity Act. It's more about the altcoins. All of the layer ones that do tokenization are down 4 to 5%. And I think that tokenization will occur in a mass scale, like the DTCC will do their full live implementation of on-chain assets beginning September. JP Morgan is $1 billion on Ethereum. Like, these institutions will go ahead regardless. But $1 billion for JP Morgan is just them dipping their toe into the water. If we had the Clarity Act go through, then the hesitations that institutions are facing in investing in altcoins, tokenizing their assets, using stable coins more regularly, DeFi opening up and becoming fully legalized to the degree that it can be, like, these would have been certified in law, passed by Congress, passed by Senate, so that if a future administration comes in who are anti-crypto, they can't really do much because overturning past law is super difficult. It set us back. We will get to the objective, but it has definitely set us back. I'm praying for a miracle for that when they do come back into September, they actually go and vote aye. Bitcoin technicals. Bitcoin Bollinger Bands are compressing, breaking above the upper resistance, the upper Bollinger Band. It's the same price as the value area high, $66,700 roughly. So we need to be going above there. That's all we need to do. All we need to do, if we get to break above, then the summer rally will follow and we can assess afterwards. Regardless, following Q4, bearish drop, cyclicality is my base case, yes, but nothing is 100% guaranteed. There is one thing that's guaranteed. Bitcoin is down 50% from all-time highs. Bitcoin is not any different to what it offered to the world in October. It offers the same thing today. So buying an asset at a 50% discount, if I believe in it on the long run, yeah, I'm going to do that. And if it drops more, sure, I'll buy more. But waiting for a further drop after already seeing a 50% discount is actually greed. And I'm not going to fall into that psychological trap. I fell into the psychological trap in the previous bear market. I didn't start buying at the time that I should have. So I jumped in later. And that's okay because I still made profits. But I don't want to repeat the same mistake. We're at a 50% discount. We're in August of the midterm year. We're getting close to the potential low, if it's not already in. And I'm going to accumulate. My friend Jay Spizzle Crypto showed me a worrying trend line. It was on the weekly time frame. I want to give a huge shout out to Jay Spizzle Crypto and show you what it is that he demonstrated. So we've talked about this multi-cyclical trend line before, but we're under it. Last cycle, we were not under it. And then if you pair it with a 200 moving average, let's do simple moving average and change the setting so that it's 200 on the weekly 200. There it is. In August of 22, Bitcoin rallied into the 200-week moving average and then got rejected. We are at the 200-week moving average. We rallied to it from after dipping below it. And if we get rejected here, then yes, the Q4 capitulation case becomes even more probabilistic. Like I told you, I'm buying now, I'll buy in Q4 also. RSI on the weekly, whenever you hit oversold, then rebounded, you either found the low in 2015, 2014, or you had another quick low and then you went into a bull market. In 2019, same story. When you went into oversold on the RSI, for 2019's case, that was the low. In 2022, you had another low, you created a bullish divergence, then rallied into a bull. We already went into oversold, we already have the bullish divergence. So I don't care if we drop another 25, 30%, that's nothing in my books. If we do, I'll buy more, but it doesn't mean that I'm not already buying today. And that sums up my Bitcoin TA. Jobs report. Jobs report was revealed 100,000 jobs lost, full-time jobs lost, 138,000 part-time jobs gained. lowest figure for full time since December 2024. We have CPI data next week. This will be the make it or break it moment to get the decision on if rates will be hiked or if they will be dropped. Trading Economics forecasts 3.4%, so lower than our June data. I would be shocked if it's lower. It would make 0 sense if the data is lower, because crude oil prices went up 33% to the max from June to July, and they're still trading up by like, 30-ish%. Sorry, that's the wrong place to measure from. They're still trading up by like 16%. So getting a lower CPI reading would be non-feasible for me. Like, I would be very, very shocked. I expect inflation to be higher, and if it is higher with bad labor market data, then there is no case that anybody can make for keeping the rates the same. I think everybody will go and join Kashkari, Lisa Cook, and other FOMC board members to hike the rates, especially in a time where geopolitical conflict has not come to an end, unfortunately. And you're getting the uncertainty of one day President Trump says that negotiations with Iran are positive, and then Iran says there are no negotiations. Like, it's insane. So in this uncertain period with bad labor market data, potentially bad inflation data, I think they will hike the rates. And that's not the environment you need to be in monetary policy to reverse your course into a bull. Let's see, time will tell, and we'll cover it on our daily videos. All right, what did Michael Saylor do? So you listened to the song. I think you did. If not, let me just play it again.
The quarter was rough, but the sats per share rose. They saw us selling. Everybody froze.
Why does Michael Saylor sound like Daniel Craig? I don't get it. Why are you doing this, dude? Like, this doesn't help. This song is rationalizing their Bitcoin sell. Like, I don't understand, man. I don't understand. At least whatever they're doing seems to be working. Stretches back up to $95. We had highlighted that inverse head and shoulder. It's playing out. So when that reaches parity, it's still $5 away from it. Then they can issue money from Stretch to buy more Bitcoin. So yeah, as long as it works, it's okay. Gold is performing well. Gold is up to $4,400 per ounce. In the moon shows on August the 4th, we talked about how we're bouncing from a good line of support. We're at $4,400 now, so that was a fantastic buying and opportunity. But what has better potential? Gold, which rallied a significant amount, and historically gold does rally majorly, but then it does nothing for a decade or 2 decades. What has more opportunity? Gold or Bitcoin? I would definitely vote Bitcoin. President Trump says that crypto is a big deal, that we don't want to see China taking over crypto. The same stuff as always, and nobody cares. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's update. If you did, destroy the like button. Take care, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.